Okay, I gotta show you. Alright, after you put the white on, after you put the black trim around, you'll find that you'll have chunky spots that bleed into the normal graffiti. So all you do is take the original color, I'm using the cinnamon brown again, and then outlining my original graffiti and getting rid of all the chunky spots that I just put in with the black trim outline. And you might have to do that 2 or 3 times. You should let each step dry before you do it, so you can avoid doing this. And then you can fill in all the gaps that dried wrong. Then sometimes you'll go into the black, so you gotta go to your black, go over top of that again. But it's easy enough to fix. It's just a pain in the butt, but it happens. Keep going over and over until you get it correct. Especially if you're doing really good graffiti and you want it to look nice and tight, and you have to go over it umpteen dozen times, color over color over color, until it's all good. And that's what you do. That's what I do anyway. Or you can just go to the store and buy your graffiti. Okay, next I'm going to be using red, lavender, and yellow. Dollar store. Hold on, damn. I'll be using lavender, bright red, and yellow dollar store paint mixed with alcohol to do a little bit of graffiti around the ends. It's a pain in the butt, but if you want to look right, you gotta do it. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple things, little tricks. Show you the wood glue trick again. See, show you my brush after the wood glue came off and after 2 months of using it. Your $10 paintbrush turns out a big fuzzball. If you can see that or not, but it's not. See, it's all frayed. That's brutal. It's terrible. I hate it. So, how to fix that? You get the wood glue. Put a dab on your finger, like this, smush it a little bit, and just take your paintbrush, lay it in there, squish it around, that's it. Let that sucker dry and it's brand new. Almost, well, you know what I mean. You can start painting with it again. I'm going to do that with both of them. Okay, I took the red, I gotta show you this, I forgot to tell you this. The red acrylic paint is really an oily based, it's not a toxic oil, it's really oil, you gotta really shake it up. But I didn't mix it with alcohol because I had to go over it 10 times, so I just used the normal paint. I didn't mix it with anything, I didn't mix it with water, I didn't mix it with anything, and just outlined it. And with this, if you mix it with alcohol, it'll really not work well. For some reason, there's a oil in here that doesn't work too good. Your bright colors, like your yellows, your oranges, and your reds, I don't know what they add to it, but it don't really work like your drab colors. I think it's because it's bright yellow, bright red, and because it's bright they add something to it, or maybe it's just the color, the actual pigment that makes it crazy. But it don't work good with alcohol, and it don't work good in your air gun. So either I tend to use Testors Red, and Testors Red is the same way. It don't mix very well with alcohol. And I don't do too many red box cars or rail cars. Anyway, and another thing, just to show you, if you look real close, it looks all chunky and crappy and nasty. It's like, what the hell did he do? But when you pull it back, and when you put some more dirt and dust on it, it looks pretty good. Don't worry, when it's done, it'll look good. So I'm just saying, you do the best you can. All the little tiny things you don't want, you don't think are good, when you're looking through the magnifying glass, you won't even see them. You pull it back away like that, you pull the car away, and you won't even see it. No one will know. You won't even know, because your eye doesn't go to it. It goes to everything else. It goes to the whole layout. You ain't gonna like zero in on one little tiny spot. Go, oh, I see it, I see it. You fucked up. I see it. Whatever. Okay. Okay. Now you can see on the original train car, the graffiti. It's I'm gonna use Colonial Blue acrylic, dollar store Colonial Blue acrylic on that graffiti, and that is gonna be purple diluted with white on that graffiti, or just straight purple. And that's what I'm gonna do next on the car. Okay, I'm going to use yellow oxide paste for the outline of the graffiti, as in the original photo. I usually don't use this for graffiti, but since this has got exact right color, that's what I'm going to use. Okay, here's the other box car I'm going to be doing, and this is the other side. I'm going to start off here with the graffiti here. I got this crappy graffiti here around the spray over, and it's just chaos. It makes no sense. So I'm going to put a bunch of lines and colors in there, basically copy what I can around this graffiti right here. Then I'll go here, make that, put a little bunch of dots and dashes and squiggly marks and crap like that. There's graffiti in here, but I'll do that later. And that's just a black outline of WR or something, DWR. And then I'll do this one, that graffiti there, the risk. And then I'll do this graffiti here. And then later on I'll put in all the crap spray tags and leftover little squiggly lines. I don't think I'm going to put that in, whatever that is. Put something else there. Then we can get on with the decals. Then we'll put the tags on after the decals are on. So that's what I'm doing there. And here's the car. As you do.